The stark reality: eating blueberries the wrong way can completely backfire, weakening the very health defenses they're meant to protect. Imagine a so-called superfood losing over 80% of its antioxidants before it even reaches your plate, effectively turning into nothing more than a sugary snack. This happens, and it puts seniors over 60 at the highest risk. Why is that? Because as our bodies age, they process sugar and fiber differently. Our medications interact in unexpected ways, and our gut barrier, already more fragile with time, can be severely damaged by common mistakes in how we handle blueberries. Mistakes nobody bothers to warn you about on a food label. In this essential video, we'll uncover the 6 most dangerous blueberry blunders seniors are currently making, ranked from merely risky to absolutely disastrous for your long-term health. Be sure to stay with us for number 1, because it's the most astounding discovery of all. It's not about how many blueberries you consume or even the variety you buy. It's about a routine morning habit that actually transforms these beneficial berries into a direct cause of brain fog. One leading neurologist has even labeled it a recipe for memory collapse. Every single reference and scientific study supporting these claims is linked for your review in the description below. Before we delve into these crucial insights, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We genuinely read and respond to every message. Let's kick things off with mistake number 6, because this particular error silently degrades blueberries before they even make it to your spoon, in a way you'd probably never suspect. Most folks innocently believe that grabbing a processed blueberry yogurt cup is a supremely healthy start to their day. After all, it's fruit, it's dairy, and it's undeniably convenient, right? What could possibly go awry? The surprising and unsettling truth is that a staggering number of blueberry-flavored yogurts contain barely any actual blueberries at all. Instead, these cups are frequently loaded with artificial flavors, excessive sugar, thickening agents like cornstarch, and chemical dyes merely meant to fake the appealing color of real fruit. For instance, a 2020 investigation by the Environmental Working Group revealed that some popular blueberry yogurts possessed less than 2% real blueberry content, just enough to legally stamp the word blueberry on the container and lure unsuspecting consumers. This is where it gets dangerous for older adults. These sugar-laden, highly processed yogurts can drastically spike your insulin levels and overwhelm your liver with added fructose. Both these effects can swiftly lead to increased muscle loss and unhealthy fat gain in seniors. As we age, our bodies naturally become more resistant to insulin, making it a struggle to process sugars efficiently. This inefficiency can lead to more visceral fat accumulating around your belly and organs, and crucially, it makes it harder for your body to absorb the vital nutrients your muscles desperately require for nighttime repair. Take Linda, for example, a vibrant 72-year-old who diligently thought she was doing everything right, beginning her mornings with a blueberry Greek yogurt and even opting to skip toast. Yet, she couldn't comprehend why her waistline steadily expanded and her blood pressure stubbornly climbed. Her insightful doctor pointed out the shocking label: 18 grams of added sugar and a stark absence of fiber from real blueberries. Now, Linda cleverly bypasses the pre-made cups, opting instead to stir a handful of frozen wild blueberries into plain yogurt herself. This minor adjustment alone slashed her morning sugar intake by over 15 grams, and remarkably helped to bring both her weight and blood sugar levels down within mere weeks. If you truly want to unlock the anti-inflammatory, muscle-preserving power of blueberries, you must ensure they're authentically present in your bowl. Choose real whole blueberries, whether fresh or frozen, and mix them with unsweetened Greek yogurt or kefir. This way, you genuinely get the antioxidants, fiber, and probiotics essential for your muscles and gut, all without enduring the treacherous blood sugar roller coaster that so many mistakenly trigger. However, the very next mistake could be lurking in your kitchen right now, poised to be even more destructive to your aging muscles. It's mistake number 5: washing your blueberries too late. Blueberries are often marketed as one of the cleanest, safest superfoods specifically for seniors, yet they have been quietly featured on the infamous Dirty Dozen list year after year. The most common and damaging error: procrastinating on washing them. Most people believe they are being responsible by only washing blueberries immediately before consumption, reasoning this prevents them from getting mushy or molding quickly. But for seniors, this delay can subtly transform your protective blueberries into something quite harmful. According to the Environmental Working Group's startling 2024 report, blueberries are now officially ranked among the most pesticide-contaminated fruits available. This chilling fact implies that every unwashed berry could be harboring residues of neurotoxic chemicals, powerful hormone disruptors, and compounds alarmingly linked to memory loss, balance disturbances, and even troubling leg weakness in older adults. Many of these tenacious toxins are deliberately engineered to be sticky, designed to withstand weather and rudimentary rinsing during the farming process, and over time they deeply permeate the fruit's delicate skin. This deep seepage is where the true long-term damage initiates. Consider George, 70, a retired physical therapist and lifelong advocate of healthy living who steadfastly included blueberries in his daily morning routine. Within just a few months, he began experiencing perplexing symptoms. His grip strength mysteriously declined, his legs felt persistently heavy, and even his once sound sleep became distressingly restless. Standard blood tests returned completely normal results. However, a sharp nutritionist posed a crucial question. Do you wash your blueberries immediately upon bringing them home, or just before you're about to eat them? George paused, blinking. Right before. I thought that was better for freshness. She then meticulously explained how insidious pesticide buildup can negatively interact with an aging nervous system, especially if the berries are left unwashed for days within a sealed container. George promptly implemented a new habit. He began washing his blueberries in a gentle baking soda and water solution as soon as he returned home, then carefully drying them and storing them in a paper towel-lined glass container that allowed for proper airflow. A mere 2 weeks later, his frustrating nighttime leg cramps began to ease. A month after that, he observed a noticeable improvement in his grip when opening jars and even experienced clearer memory recall. No expensive medications, just a simple change to his washing routine. Here's precisely what you need to do. As soon as you bring home fresh blueberries, prepare a large bowl of water and mix in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Allow the berries to soak for 10 to 15 minutes. Afterward, rinse them very gently under cold running water. Carefully pat them dry and store them in a breathable container, ideally with a paper towel lining at the bottom. This method doesn't merely wash away surface toxins. It actively neutralizes deeper residues that might otherwise seep into your bloodstream during digestion. For seniors over 60, this single shift could be the unspoken secret difference between maintaining robust strength and succumbing to creeping, unexplained fatigue. Yet the subsequent mistake is even more insidious, likely lying unnoticed in your freezer drawer right now. Before we continue, if you found this video helpful so far, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to ensure you never miss out on more vital health information like this. This brings us to mistake number 4, eating your blueberries without the skin. If you are peeling blueberries, which some do, incredibly, or opting for processed blueberry products that remove or thoroughly break down the skin, you are not simply sacrificing flavor. You are deliberately discarding the most potent defense mechanism against vision loss, widespread inflammation, and even the early stages of memory decline. It is within the vibrant skin of the blueberry that almost 80% of its crucial antioxidants reside, particularly the powerful compounds known as anthocyanins. These are the rich, deep blue-purple pigments responsible for the blueberry's distinct color and, more importantly, their remarkable healing capabilities. Without that precious skin, you're essentially consuming a minimal sugar ball with hardly any of the protective benefits that seniors urgently need. Even worse, the majority of processed blueberry products such as commercial juices, jams, or baked goods often either strip the skin or cook it to such an extreme temperature that these vital anthocyanins completely vanish. Consider Irene, 73, who genuinely cherished her daily blueberry muffins. She genuinely believed she was aiding her eyesight by including this fruit in her breakfast. However, after her routine eye checkup revealed early signs of macular degeneration, her doctor probed deeper into her dietary habits. Irene proudly mentioned her blueberries, but upon closer questioning, she conceded that she only consumed them within muffins, and specifically preferred the softer, seedless areas where the skins had completely broken down during baking. What she unknowingly overlooked was that the blueberry skin forms a critical barrier between the onset of age-related issues and potential blindness. The anthocyanins found abundantly in the skin have been scientifically proven to significantly increase retinal blood flow, actively slow down damaging oxidative stress, and even provide protection against the formation of cataracts. In a compelling 2019 study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, elderly participants who consumed whole blueberries, skins and all, experienced a remarkable 2.5 times greater improvement in both visual sharpness, acuity, and night vision compared to those who consumed blueberries in blended or peeled forms. The solution here is remarkably straightforward. Eat blueberries raw, whole, and always with the skin on. Ideally, enjoy them fresh, or if opting for frozen, handle them gently. Absolutely avoid baking them into sugary pastries or blending them into overly processed drinks. If you do use frozen blueberries, resist the temptation to thaw them in hot water or the microwave, as this can degrade the beneficial polyphenols present in the skin. Simply rinse them, toss them into your yogurt or oatmeal, and consume them as they are. For seniors, every single bit of that skin acts like a formidable armor, safeguarding your brain, your eyes, and your crucial circulation. However, the next mistake you might be making could silently negate all your conscientious efforts. It's a habit millions of people engage in after dinner without a second thought. This leads us to mistake number 3, eating too many blueberries at once. Yes, it's true that blueberries are considered a superfood, but like all good things, even superfoods have their limits. For seniors, consuming an excessive quantity of blueberries in a single sitting can quietly destabilize your blood sugar, disrupt your digestion, and even interfere with the quality of your sleep. This happens because blueberries, despite their relatively low glycemic index, still contain natural fruit sugar called fructose. When consumed in large amounts, fructose can stress an aging pancreas, trigger unexpected and uncomfortable sugar crashes, and lead to rapid and noticeable bloating in your belly. A 2020 study published in the scientific journal Nutrients discovered that older adults who ate more than 100 grams of blueberries in one go, which remarkably is less than a standard cup, experienced a 37% higher spike in post-meal glucose and reported more bloating, belching, and overall gut discomfort compared to those who thoughtfully distributed their blueberry intake throughout the day. Susan, a wise 66-year-old, learned this lesson the difficult way. She began replacing her evening dessert with a generous bowl of blueberries, convinced she was making a superior, healthier choice. Yet, after weeks of experiencing restless nights, persistent belly cramps, and inexplicable random headaches, she realized that her supposedly healthy habit was actually too much of a good thing. Her doctor explained that for seniors, moderation isn't merely a polite suggestion, it is absolutely critical for physiological balance. As our digestive systems naturally slow with age, large quantities of fiber, sugar, and acid, especially those found in fruit, can easily overwhelm the stomach's capacity to properly absorb and regulate. This overload can manifest in everything from severe cramps and unexpected diarrhea to late-night glucose fluctuations that tragically interrupt deep sleep cycles, preventing the restorative rest our bodies desperately need. The effective solution? Stick to a more modest serving size, ideally around half a cup at a time, and consciously spread your intake throughout your day. Enjoying a few berries with breakfast, another small portion with lunch, and a final few in the evening is far more beneficial and supportive for your digestion, blood sugar stability, and nutrient absorption than impulsively consuming an entire cup all at once. Pairing your blueberries with a source of protein, such as plain yogurt or a handful of nuts, can also significantly slow down the sugar release, thereby supporting longer-lasting energy and preventing those sharp spikes and crashes. Think of blueberries as medicine. Even the most potent medicine requires the precise, correct dose. Now, if you currently believe that storing blueberries casually on your countertop is harmless, you must pay close attention, because this next crucial mistake could actually be inviting harmful mold, dangerous bacteria, and even hidden toxins directly into your gut. This brings us to mistake number 2, buying non-organic blueberries. Not all blueberries are created equal, and for those of us over 60, making the wrong choice in the produce aisle could subtly poison your delicate system over an extended period. According to the Environmental Working Group's highly influential 2023 Dirty Dozen list, conventionally grown blueberries consistently rank among the most severely pesticide-contaminated fruits available on the market. In fact, their rigorous testing has shockingly identified over 50 distinct pesticide residues on individual blueberry samples. These alarming findings include neurotoxic organophosphates, chemicals that have been directly and unequivocally linked to memory decline and various cognitive issues, specifically in older adults. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because our blood-brain barrier naturally thins with age, meaning these potentially harmful chemicals can infiltrate the brain far more easily than they would in younger individuals. Consider Marvin, 73, who consistently purchased large, affordable tubs of regular blueberries from the supermarket because they were often on sale. He genuinely believed he was doing something wonderful for his heart and preserving his eyesight. However, months later, he began experiencing troubling brain fog, sporadic dizziness, and even involuntary hand tremors. It wasn't until his sharp daughter, who is a nutritionist, brought to his attention the very real risks of pesticide exposure that he decided to switch exclusively to certified organic berries. Within a remarkably short few weeks, his perplexing symptoms began to noticeably diminish. Here's the fundamental problem. Pesticides such as imidin and fosmet don't simply reside on the fruit's surface skin. They actively soak into the blueberry's soft, porous flesh, meaning that a mere wash, no matter how thorough, will not effectively remove them. For seniors, especially those with already weakened liver or kidney function, detoxifying these embedded chemicals becomes an even more formidable challenge, dramatically increasing their risk of systemic inflammation, persistent fatigue, and significant organ stress. The act of buying organic blueberries ensures that you are indeed receiving all those potent antioxidants and beneficial anthocyanins without the hazardous baggage of toxic chemical residues. And if purchasing organic seems too expensive, consider seeking out berries from local farms, which often adhere to healthier, less chemical-intensive practices, or even better, embark on the rewarding journey of growing your own blueberries in pots. It's undeniably safer and surprisingly often more economical in the long run. But even if you're meticulously purchasing the absolute best, cleanest blueberries available, the final, most common mistake many make effectively ruins all their precious benefits before these tiny powerhouses even reach your plate. This leads us to the critical mistake number 1, storing your blueberries the wrong way. You might diligently choose the freshest, most impeccably organic blueberries in town, yet if your storage method is incorrect, you are effectively transforming a genuine superfood into a moldy, gut-wrenching nightmare. Blueberries are exceptionally delicate fruits. Unlike the robust peel of bananas or apples, they lack a thick, protective outer layer. A crucial study from the University of Georgia shockingly found that improper storage conditions can cause aggressive mold spores to proliferate and spread within as little as 48 hours, leading to a rapid and significant loss of their vital vitamin C, beneficial anthocyanins, and essential fiber content. Even worse, those often invisible mold spores can severely irritate your sensitive gut lining, trigger widespread internal inflammation, and even exacerbate the excruciating pain of arthritis in older adults. Consider the story of Dolores, 69, who habitually kept her blueberries tightly sealed in a plastic bag at the bottom of her refrigerator, mistakenly believing they would maintain freshness longer this way. However, within just 2 days, the entire batch inevitably turned to a mushy, spoiled mess, and she concurrently started experiencing debilitating bloating and constant stomach discomfort. Her doctor initially suspected a flare-up of her irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, But a later, specialized food sensitivity test uncovered something entirely unexpected and quite alarming: mold toxins unequivocally stemming from her spoiled berries. Once Dolores meticulously transitioned to the correct storage method, carefully spreading them out in a shallow, unsealed container lined with clean paper towels and leaving them uncovered in her fridge, her digestion remarkably calmed down and her overall energy came surging back with renewed vigor. The optimal solution is incredibly simple, yet often negligently overlooked. Always inspect your blueberries upon purchase and immediately remove any that are soft, bruised, or show even the slightest hint of mold. Remember to rinse them just before you plan to eat them, never before storing them. Most importantly, use a breathable container, never a tightly sealed one. This vital practice ensures continuous airflow and prevents the buildup of damaging moisture. When stored properly, blueberries can retain their maximum antioxidant power for up to 10 days, if not longer. For every senior committed to fiercely combating muscle loss, preventing brain aging, and protecting precious eye health, every single nutrient counts, and understanding how to properly store your food is just as critically important as mindfully eating it. Let's now consolidate all these crucial insights. Blueberries are far more than just a delicious snack. They truly represent one of the most profoundly powerful anti-aging foods available on Earth. However, if you are over 60 and consistently making even one of these 6 widespread mistakes, ranging from consuming them with hidden sugars to purchasing pesticide-laden, non-organic packages or storing them incorrectly, you are likely nullifying nearly every health advantage they offer. Worse still, you might be unknowingly instigating dangerous blood sugar spikes and crashes, triggering uncomfortable digestive problems, exposing yourself to harmful mold, or even actively accelerating widespread inflammation that silently damages your precious joints, your vital muscles, your crucial eyesight, and your cherished memory. The encouraging news is that every single one of these common mistakes is incredibly easy to rectify. And when you commit to correcting them, the transformative results can be truly astonishing. Scientific studies have repeatedly demonstrated that seniors who incorporate even 1 cup of properly prepared and handled blueberries into their daily diet show significant, measurable improvements in memory recall, physical balance, stable blood pressure, and even visibly reduced markers of brain aging across multiple comprehensive studies. All it requires is a conscious shift in how you intelligently buy, diligently store, correctly wash, and mindfully eat them. So, here's your call to action. Make these essential switches starting today. Opt for organic blueberries whenever possible. Always keep their nutrient-rich skins on. Store them meticulously using the correct method. Be mindful not to overeat them in one sitting. And absolutely never ever pair them with hidden processed sugars. This small, seemingly insignificant berry has the incredible potential to become the daily habit that generously adds years of robust strength, undeniable clarity, and profound independence to your vibrant life. Make these changes now. Comment below and tell us which mistake you've been making and how you plan to fix it, starting today. Subscribe for more invaluable senior health tips, backed by real science and natural solutions designed to help you move, think, and live better after 60. Share your experiences and insights with us in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.